Hey everybody, I'm back again. This is Miss Goldbach to do your next poetry assignment with you. We have a special guest. This is Khan. He hasn't been in any videos. He's my tiger burning bright in the forest of the night. Good boy. So leave him back here, messing with his catnip. That's what he's eating, some catnip to calm him down. Mr. Willoughby is the ultimate in calm. And Captain Malcolm is waiting for a nap. I'll go ahead and let you see Mati so you know she's okay. She just is not feeling good. She's tired. Remember, she's 15. There's Mati. I didn't make her wear an outfit, even though she likes to wear outfits. Cosmic Creepers is in the other room. She does not want to be on camera. So it's just us. All right, so this was my favorite assignment so far of the whole year. I mean, I had so much fun. So what you're going to be doing is creating your own lyric poem, just like we did back when we read From Mother to Son to James and Abuelita Magic. Remember we had to create a poem about a special moment? Well, this time you're creating a poem from the point of view of an endangered animal. And there's lots of things you need to put in it, but we'll go over it. Okay? So let me share my screen. I'm still here in the corner. Mr. Willoughby's still here. All right, so before I show you that, let's look at the assignment. So the assignment, again, go away, is in your Google Classroom, or it will be. Mr. Guetta will be posting it. How do I make that go away? Here we go, classwork. All right, so our previous video was on option 1 or 2, doing the poem, the illustrated poem, or the anthology. So now we're gonna do the endangered animal lyric poem. Okay, and Ms. Hilario gave you a template. Again, you would download this and fill it in. You put your title up here. She gave you a picture to remind you of what a lyric poem is, but notice we say down here, if you no longer need this image, feel free to erase the image and insert one that represents your poem. Okay, so I wrote my example before she put out this template, so I didn't use this template, but again, you would just type your stanzas. And if you need more, if your poem is longer, just feel free to add another box or rewrite it on a separate piece of paper because you don't need the stanza. Ms. Hilario, I'm sure, will accept that. And so will Mr. Guetta. She reminds you to be sure to include a poem from the perspective of an endangered animal, facts about the animal, figurative language, and human impact of on the animal. All right, so we get our, does she have it here? No. Okay, so you're gonna have to go back to that document that had the link for the animal anthology poems. This is what it looks like in Ms. Hilario's class. I'm not sure what it looks like in Mr. Guetta's class, but once he posts it, I'll be able to tell you. So here's this one, and of course you've already done the lyric poem, the Turtle Watchers, a Jaguar and Sparrow with the questions, and I posted a video on that, so if you haven't done it, go back and watch the video. It's called How to Complete Turtle Watchers Assignment. Then your second assignment is to either create an anthology, and I already did a video on that one, or create a poem with an illustration, and you're to pick from the animal poems you find at this website. Okay? So now in this video, we're gonna do the last assignment of the week. Write a lyric poem from the perspective of an animal, of an endangered animal. And this is your assessment for the week. So she's got a video of what makes a poem, you can watch that. And then this Google Drive document, these are the directions. So we created a menu for you to help you do your poem. Hopefully it comes up. So we set it up like a pizza parlor menu, and it has all the things you need to have. So first thing you need to do for your poem is to pick an appetizer. Either the Sizzling Sahara Sampler, which is the animals of Africa face many threats from poachers to habitat destruction. Get to know the endangered animals of Africa. Pick one you feel a unique connection to and research it. Or awesome Aussie artichoke dip. Australian animals have been in the news lately. Catastrophic fires have been raging across the continent. Choose an endangered Australian creature that you feel a special bond with and research it. Or rockin' rainforest wrap. The rainforest is home to thousands of species of animals. Deforestation and wildfires are threatening this exotic habitat every day. Pick an endangered animal that lives in the rainforest and research it before it disappears forever. So you're going to pick one of these areas, either Africa, Australia, or the rainforest, and pick an endangered animal for there. So you only need to pick one. So I picked the rocking rainforest. I picked an animal from the rainforest, and I'll tell you more about my animal in a minute. This is the most important part. Powerful poetry pizza. Write a poem from the perspective of an endangered animal that you have been researching. Be sure to make a connection with your reader by including the emotional and physical impact of being an endangered animal. Super important. You want to know the animal's emotions. Okay? Use the global impact of losing your particular animal to extinction and measures we can take to secure your animal's future. So this is basically what you're doing. Perspective, a poem written from the perspective of an endangered animal. And then you need to have at least two of these things. Either a personification pepperoni, a metaphor, a simile, rhyming, alliteration, figurative language, imagery, repetition, or using blank space. Okay, so pick at least two. I tried to use as many of these as I could in my poem. And then you need to include at least two of things: facts, human impact, or climate change. So what are some facts about your animal? Include physical characteristics, habitat, and how many remain in the wild. Human impact, how are humans impacting your animal's environment? Or climate change, has climate change affected your animal's natural environment? Okay, so now I'll show you. I'll go through it one more time. So animal poetry. First, you've got to pick your animal. I've been hearing a lot about pangolins in the news because people think that the pangolin carried the coronavirus, so they're killing a lot of them in Asia and in different parts of the world. So that's the animal I picked because I think they're super cute and they don't bother anyone. That's the animal I wanted to do mine on. So rainforest, Australia, or Africa. Well, some pangolins are found in the rainforest. So I decided I'd go with rainforest. So Googled endangered animals. So if you don't know, if you don't have one in mind in particular like I did, just Google endangered animals in the rainforest and pick one. There's plenty. Or endangered animals in Australia and pick one. Then you just look up facts about your animal and take notes. Remember, you want to know, I think I put it at the end, so hold on. So you're going to take notes about the animal. The World Wildlife Federation, WWF, has some nice, a nice page with things you need to know about an animal. So you want to make sure to put where they live, what do they eat, anything interesting about them. So for the pangolin, it was we can't study them very well because they don't live long in captivity because they have a very particular diet of worms and bugs and they will just stop eating. Also, they can stand on their hind legs. They're just really cute. So those are some interesting facts. Why are they endangered? Well, mine are endangered because people hunt them for their meat or their scales. They think that their scales can be used as medicine. They're also just killing them because they think they spread the coronavirus. So they're just slaughtering these poor little creatures. And that's how humans are harming them. We're also tearing down their habitats and turning them into farms. So chopping down the trees and everything. And what's being done to help them. Okay, if you know what's being done to help them. I wanted to adopt a pangolin, but it's very expensive, so I can't do it yet. So this is an example. I have 2 pages of notes, but here's just a picture. I just see how messy they are, and I just didn't even use complete sentences. I just put facts, 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 facts. So you'll see here like no teeth, just whatever came to my mind. That's Mr. Willoughby holding it up for you guys. He was taking a nap. Mr. Willoughby is always taking a nap. So then you create your poem. Here's a little cartoon picture of a pangolin. It must be from your animal's point of view. So you're going to use I, me, we. So you are the animal. The animal, you're pretending you're an animal and you're writing a poem. Okay? Include facts about your animals. So somehow work them in there, but still make it sound like a poem. Like in the manatee poem, if you look at my previous video, she said that the animals were herbivores, that they live in slow moving waters. So include these facts. Use figurative language, similes, metaphors, alliteration, imagery. Remember, alliteration is where words start with the same sound, like Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Okay, our similes, comparing two things using like or as, metaphors, comparing two things not using like or as, imagery, just appealing to the senses. Include human impact. So how are humans harming these animals? And put your emotions in it. This animal is on the verge of being extinct. The animal's gonna have emotions. And good news, this is a mixed poetry, so cool, is you get to break the rules of grammar. So you don't have to capitalize everything that you're supposed to capitalize. You can have incomplete sentences. It's just whatever you feel coming out. There are no rules to follow. You can use blank space. Remember how we space things out? If you remember my poem about when my dad died and I talked about falling, 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 or something like that. I had spaces in there. You can use repetition. I like how tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night was repeated, so it sticks with me. And then you get to create your poem. So let me show you mine. So, hold on, I don't know why that's there. So, I wrote about the pangolin, and there's a little cute picture I put there. And in my title, boom, I already got alliteration out of the way. A poignant pangolin plea with a p, 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 p. Boom, I already did one of my things I have to do, alliteration. You don't have to put it in the title. You don't even have to have a title. So I just tried to weave in all my facts about it. It's nocturnal, lives in the forest or in the rainforest. People hunt it for its scales. Let me just read through it and you see if you could spot all the facts I threw in there. Oh, and they have very bad eyesight, so look how I started. Through my eyes, the world is blurry and cruel. I venture out when humans sleep. Careful and secret, I burrow and sniff. So I let you know that they have bad eyesight. They navigate by smelling and digging, and they come out at night. My kind can be found in Asia and Africa, nestled in hollowed out logs, or high in the rainforest canopy. But our homes are disappearing, destroyed to make room for giant flat farms. So here I say where they're found, right? They live in logs or they live at the top part of the rainforest. And what's happening to their habitat? Humans are tearing them down to make room for farms. My scales may be hard and thick, but not strong enough to protect me from the human threat. I have no predators but man. Like a plague, they stalk me. They hunt me for my scales and my tender flesh. They slaughter me out of hate because of a virus they fear. So again, how are the humans hurting them? I put it there. I talk about their scales and how they protect them from most threats. I put a little picture of what happens when they get scared. They roll up in a ball. I went up. Why did I go up? All I want is to be left in quiet peace, to snack on tasty termites. Humans don't understand. I can't live behind bars. I starve. I mean no harm. Please leave me be. So again, I worked in what they eat. And I put there, you can tell this animal is feeling strong emotions because it's on the verge of extinction. I used powerful words like slaughter and plague. Here's my simile, like a plague. So I have my alliteration, I have my simile, some tasty termites, another little alliteration there. So there we go. So pick your animal, type it up, put a couple of pictures, and please submit it to the classroom so you get a grade for it. If you have any more questions, please let me know. I'll post all my examples. And that's it for now. So enjoy researching your animal and writing your poems. So from Mr. Willoughby, Captain Malcolm. Oh, Khan ditched us, so he's not here anymore. Mati's still here, but I'm not going to put her on camera. She doesn't feel well. Have a great, great day. And I look forward to reading those poems. You guys are so creative.